When you're on an airplane and the flight attendant gets on and says, "Is there a doctor on the plane?" What do you do?
I always pony up and I volunteer. The last time it happened was the most significant one. It was a couple years ago. I was coming home from Morocco. We were somewhere over the middle of the Atlantic, actually a little closer to Spain than the mid. A gentleman in coach, I was sitting in first class with my wife, was going into urosepsis. And he was getting shocky.
That's a real problem.
Yeah, we were in the middle of nowhere. So this was Air Morocco. So I asked if they had a blood pressure machine, and they brought one out with the batteries, the dead batteries taped to the back of it. There was no pulse oximeter, but someone had an Apple Watch. We did manage to get him to take fluids orally, and we needed antibiotics. And by the way, there were 2 urologists and an internist who also put their hands up, but they weren't being very active, so I was kind of taking the lead. And I realized if we can get some antibiotics into him, we might have a shot. Flight attendant in English, Arabic, and French requested people bring up their medications. So we're looking through the medications to see, because we all had antibiotics with us, but they were in our baggage. So I was like, oh, thank you, sir. No, Viagra is not an antibiotic. But someone actually did
but
have.
to him, it's as important.
Yeah. So someone did have some cephalosporin. We got that into him. Meanwhile, I was meeting with the pilot regularly in the cockpit, and we were plotting where we could divert. And she pointed to some little numbered islands in the middle of the Atlantic that don't have a name. They have numbers. I think they were part of the Azores as a possibility. And fortunately, the guy was able to rally, and we made it to JFK, where he got medical attention. And I spoke to his family the next day, and he was fine. And I spent most of the trip in coach. So,
Did you get wings for that?
Actually, it's funny. I gave Air Morocco my email,
They never
my phone,
No.
They didn't do
everything.
anything.
They never
I
did.
didn't. They were very appreciative on the plane.
Yes.
Yeah.
But as a corporation, they completely ignored me after that.